Go.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest maiden of them all?
You are, your majesty.
The next day,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest maiden of them all?
You are, your majesty.
many weeks later,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest maiden of them all?
Snow White is the fairest maiden.
This can't be correct. What are you saying? There's no way that Snow White has been chosen over me.
Well, it's true. With her long dark hair and her fair skin, she's much lovelier than you.
I must do something about this.
the stepmother quickly decides to make her servant take Snow White deep into the forest so that later she could be killed.
I must leave you here alone. You'll be okay now.
Where am I? What am I doing here?
Aww.
The next day,
I wonder who lives here. Such a tiny house. Look at all the little spoons and plates. I guess 7 people live here.
she begins to rummage through the things at the cottage. Then she hears something.
Who are you?
Why are you in here? No one said you could be in our house.
I'm so sorry. I guess I should have knocked. I was unaware people actually lived here.
Oh, that's just grumpy. How rude of us. Let us introduce ourselves.
I'm Toby.
I'm Sneezy.
Hello, I'm
That's Sleepy.
And I'm happy!
I'm Toby.
Obviously, I'm the rude one. Grumpy.
Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Doc.
I'm bashful. I'm Toby. Well, it's so good to meet such nice people. I've had a really rough day.
Snow White tells the dwarves about her evil stepmother, how she was left out in the woods to die.
That is the saddest story I've ever heard.
I have a great idea! You can stay with us!
That's a wonderful idea!
Yeah!
Humbug.
How kind of you. As long as you're sure I won't give it away.
Of course not. Just remember that while we're gone, you're going to work in the mines.
Just remember not to open the door to any strangers.
So Snow White lived with the dwarves. She helped out with the cleaning and the cooking. The next day.
Snow White, we're off to work.
Have a super wonderful day! And the dwarves are off to the mines. While Snow White starts cleaning the little house, she hears a knock on the door.
A knock on the door. Hey, knock. Who is it?
It's just an old lady selling oranges.
Oh, I don't need any oranges, but thank you.
Oh well, these are rare oranges. The most delicious in the land.
Well, I'm not supposed to open the door to strangers.
Don't be afraid. I'm just a little old lady. Tell you what, just open the door a crack, and I'll give you the oranges for free.
Well, we'll just call him and see how it's Snow White opens the door and takes the orange. As she bites into the orange, she falls into a deep sleep and falls to the ground.
Okay, sorry.
Now I am the fairest in all the land.
Go now.
When the dwarves come back from the mine, they find Snow White lying unconscious on the floor.
What?
What's happened to her?
Well, all I know is this is bad. Real bad. Someone did this to her.
The dwarves pick up Snow White and place her in the crystal coffin, middle of the forest on a bed of rose petals. Every day they came to lay flowers on her coffin, but one day the handsome young man approached the coffin.
Hello, sirs. If you please, I would like to take this pretty young lady back to my castle. We have doctors that can fix her up. Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt. I miss her terribly. She is so beautiful. I would just love to kiss her.
The spell is broken from the prince's kiss, and Snow White is awake. The dwarves all cheer. Yay!
Yay!
And the prince asked her to marry him.
Snow White, will you marry me?
Well, I can't leave the dwarves. Gosh, Snow White, we'll be alright.
Well, as long as you promise to visit often.
So Snow White rode off into the sunset on the back of the prince's horse, and they all lived happily ever after.
Yay!